Cool.
That's good. Oh, is it recording now? I'll just clean my hair again. So you started triathlon with a bit of a grassroots thing.
Absolutely.
So tell us
100%.
about that. You just decided one day, this is what I'm going to do. Let's kick it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, so I was like, right, I'm going to be a triathlete. I called my dad and said, Dad, you got to buy me a bike because I'm going to be a triathlete now. After him just spending all that money sending me on flights to America for the past 5 years. He said, no, that's not going to happen. So I was like, right, I got a job. I think it was paying like $15 an hour. I was like, oh my God, I can afford a bike now. And I went and got my first bike. And riding at home, I got my first puncher. Then I had to ride it back. I don't know what that was, what happened there. So yeah, I decided I needed to learn how to swim, obviously. So I just YouTube videos, and I swam when I was younger, but wasn't very, I don't think it was swimming, it was more just splashing, school sports, things
And
like
was
that.
it your hardest thing to learn out of the three of them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I remember going to my first, I got a coach, and he just said go to a swim squad, and I'd never swum before, and I went there and these people are going crazy at like 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like, what the hell are they doing swimming so fast in the morning? What are they doing here? Or even awake? And I did like one lap and the coach pulled me out and he said, do you want to try hockey? I was like,
Really?
yeah, and I just said, that was it. I was like, right, I'm going to be a better swimmer. And I remember I started at the back of the very first lane, and then in that squad I worked my way up to the 4th lane at one stage. So there's 5 lanes of how good you are. But I started at the very back of lane 1, and it was, swimming is all about technique, and if you learn it when you're little, you're going to be okay for the rest of your life. But if you haven't learned it, it's probably the hardest thing to pick up.
Yeah, I agree, because it is so technique driven, and that's what people underestimate as well.
Yeah, but the thing is, people are always like, I want to do a triathlon, but I don't want to do the swimming part. But you've got to look at it like, I could learn to swim well.
Yeah.
And I always think when I'm flying in on a plane, I was like, if the plane crashed right now, I could swim that distance to that land, because I can swim now properly. But you've got to think about that. You've got to be ready for everything in life.
Not if you landed in the middle between here and Australia.
No, but like every time I'm flying to Wellington, I'm like, if the plane crashed here, I could still make it. So,
Great thought, Pip.
Yeah.
It shows you how far you've improved.
Yeah.
So then you just went hustling for a coach, did you?
I had a look around, and I just kind of picked up any coach at the start, and I did that for about a year. I thought he was crazy. He told me I had to swim and run on the same day. I was like, that is impossible. Like, who does that?
A lot of professional triathletes.
Yeah, it turns out you do that all the time, sometimes 3 times a day.
Yeah.
But at the time I was a bit shocked, and it was all, my whole body was built for power and soccer and sprinting, and trying to change it into more of an anaerobic fast athlete was...
Because what's your professional distance now? What's your focus?
So my focus at the moment is half Ironman, so that's a 1.9 kilometre swim, a 90 kilometre bike, and then a half marathon.
So that's a little bit longer and slow, because you're kind of looking between 4 and 5 hours, aren't you, really, for a professional level, depending on the terrain.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so...
Versus that sort of shorter, sprinty stuff. Yeah. You've got to be able to maintain that all the way through.
And you've got to be able to hold yourself off the ball in soccer. And I think I was about 58 kilos when I was playing soccer. Yeah. And now doing triathlon, I'm 48.
You are.
So
sometimes 48.1.
Or 0.3.
0.3.
Depending how much. But yeah, it's a whole different body type. And I've had to continually adapt everything I've done from my soccer years and convert it to like a whole new energy system. Yeah.
And has that been hard, or have you found that an easy transition?
I think when you first start triathlon, you think, oh my God, I'm doing all this exercise, I can eat whatever I want.
Yeah.
So I did for a while, and I wasn't losing any weight, I wasn't getting any faster, I was just kind of staying the same. And then you go into it thinking, I need to buy these energy gels, I need to buy all these energy bars, I need all this energy. And so you just start buying everything, then you start eating everything, and then where I'm at now, I'll train, 2 hours, and I'll just drink water the whole time. Or I'll just, it just depends on I can go for long periods of time now without, having to eat as much as I used to.
You've also had the help of a very good nutritionist along the way, haven't you?
What's her name?
Compared to when we first met.
Yeah.
We had some cleaning up to do, didn't we?
We did.